Morning, folks. Well, today, something just a little bit different. Today, we're going camping. Well, I'm going camping. I haven't been thrown out, don't worry, it's not a thing. Anyway, I've just popped out down to the local Asda to grab some supplies, and as you can see, I got all my bits in the back here. But I'll explain more about it when we get back to the field that I'm going to. So we'll see you back there.
Just ride all the way to the rainbow's end. Just ride, and we'll never turn our backs again.
Well, good morning, folks. And welcome to something a little bit different. Today, I'm going to be trying out my tent. Now, I bought a tent because I've got some ideas for some good things to do next year, but I need to try it out, make sure it doesn't leak, and also go over some of the other gear that we've got, etc., for some of these ideas that I've got next year, which hopefully will be really good. So cool, so bear with me while I set this tent up, and yeah, hopefully it'll be good. By the way, I got the tent from Temu, 25 quid. Now, I don't know if this is going to be any good. There we go. So it don't look too bad. Obviously I haven't pegged it down yet or anything. So I'm going to get her pegged down and I'll bring you back when we've done it. Yeah. Now I know this seems like a lot of stuff, but it's yeah, I'm not too unhappy with the tent itself. I say they didn't give us enough pegs, so fortunately I've brought some with me, and some of the gear that I've got. But yeah, I just need to get the pump and a couple of other bits, a little power bank in the car and stuff, but I'll get them in a minute. Let's get this nailed down and we'll be good to go. Oh, the ground is nice and soft anyway, so alright, let's get them, rest of them in. Yeah, that'll do us. Now we can get set up, so brilliant stuff. Let's get ourselves a little chair set up, and I can tell you what this is all about. These have seen better days, but they'll do. Way back in, I think it was April or May, I came up with some ideas that I want to do next year. Now, we won't go into them, but because I don't want to spoil the surprise. But basically, I needed a tent. I also needed some stuff. We've got various bits and bobs and stuff, but not everything. So I reached out to about 7 or 8 different camping companies and heard absolutely nothing, as the want to do sort of thing. But about 2 months ago, we heard from a company called Kingcamp. Now, I personally had never heard of them. And they wrote back saying that they might be interested, but they'd come back to us at a later date. Well, just before we turned up back at Abingdon, we got an email from Kingcamp who said they were relaunching and some products, and would we like to try some? So I said absolutely yes, absolutely, because we need stuff. Now they were offering me a double air bed and all that. That was no good to me because this idea that I'm doing is just me doing it. And I don't want loads of stuff that I'll have to carry with when I go doing it in a. This is in a field. The owners have been kind enough to let me borrow a corner of one of their fields of the CL that were on here in Jedburgh. But these guys offered me double airbag, a double sleeping bag, but it's no good. I didn't want that. So I asked them if they had a single one. Yeah. Now, these aren't on the promotion that they're doing at the moment, but they kindly sent me out this, which is a single. This is the Kingcamp Super Light Comfort. This is an inflatable air mat, if you like, which we're going to set up. And I'll show you a bit later on. They also sent me a single sleeping bag, an all-season sleeping bag. So I figured, would that be warm enough for this time of year? Obviously it'd be warm enough for the time of year I'm going to be doing my thing, but I needed to test the tent. I wanted to test these two products, and lo and behold, then we got another email saying, would you like a table? So they sent us the table, which I'm going to set up right now, so bear with me. So this is the Kingcamp Meteorite P8060. Now I did open the bag and have a quick look, but I have not set it up, so I don't know quite what sort of table it is, but if it's good enough for what we want and not too big. Now this might be a bit too heavy for me taking into the woods. That's foldable, so oh right, I see. You've got these little clamps either end. Oh, blimey, that was quicker. Right, okay. And I said in the stuff that came with it that this table feels really good quality, I've got to say. Is adjustable. Looking at these, it looks on the legs like you can adjust the height, but we'll set the legs up like this for the moment. Now that's quite nice. I like the top. That'll be good for me for cooking tonight. Got a very special cordon bleu 3-course meal to cook. No, not really. Let's see how high it does go. So you can adjust the legs by the look of things. Is that okay? It's got like measurement marks on the side here. Let's put it on the highest one for a minute then. We'll see how high that does go. That's pretty good. I see. And then you just lock them in. That's a good little feature. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you on a better camera, but you can actually adjust the feet each different way. That's very clever. That's quite a nice height. Might have this in the awning, I think. That's better than the table we've got. Yeah, nice. It's like a melamine top. I'll put some info up about it. I've got to be honest with you, I have no idea how much this thing costs, but I can tell you one thing, it's definitely a quality table. But for a minute, we don't want it up that high. So you can go anywhere from that high right the way down to the bottom by the look of things. It looks like it's we'll keep it at that height. Oh, that's pretty good. I like that. I might see if I can find something to cover it though, if I'm going to be cooking on it. Perhaps one of these bags or something. I don't fancy scratching it, to be honest with you. It's really, really nice quality. Really nice quality. So, getting back to the story. So they sent me this gear and then said they'd like to sponsor the video. So we said, absolutely. That would be fantastic. But you'll have to wait until we get to this next place where we're going to, which is where we are now. And that's nice and solid. I do like that. Puts this old chair to shame. Oh, but yeah. Okay, let me finish getting set up because I need to blow that airbed up. I bought the pump from the awning. And yeah, we'll get sorted. And the wind's getting up a little bit now. So I'm going to have to get this up quick. Now we are expecting bad weather in the night. Hence why I wanted to test this, because I want to test it, this tent especially, in bad weather, because it could be absolutely terrible. Right, this is the Super Light Comfort 10. And it's like a memory foam, it feels like. Right. And then there's just a blow-up valve here at the end. It's a one-way valve, so let's get some air in it. We need to push that in. Pull that out. I couldn't find my little electric pump this morning. Makes a rather disgusting noise. I think that would do. As you can see on this side, it's got like a kind of waterproof underside, and then there's memory foam on the top, which I seem to have marked up a bit, but that's that done. It might be a little bit too hard, but we'll put it in and give it a go. Now, will it fit in this tiny little tent? Is the next thing. Absolutely perfect. You wouldn't get any more in there, obviously. But, and last but by no means least, let's have a look at this. There's also from Kingcamp. So this is the single they sent me here. So this is the Free Space 250 3-season, or was it all season? I can't remember. But it comes in what I've always called a scrunch bag. And I'm hoping this is going to be warm enough, because I haven't got any blankets with me. I've got a pillow in the car. And I've got my bits for me doing my dinner. Which, by the way, Lorna thinks I'm absolutely mad doing this, but I want to know that when we get to what I'm doing next year, or want to do next year, should I say. Now that feels pretty nice. It's got like this lining in it and stuff, but we'll get it in the tent. I've got this off of Temu, and I'm going to put this on the floor. It's just a cheap picnic blanket. It was about £3, I think. That's pretty much, I've got the sun right in my eyes. That's pretty much me done. I just got some cooking bits to get out of there, and let's just Here we go. Get my pillar out of the car. I've got a little power bank with me to watch my phone. I've also got this little solar panel of ours, little 12 watt solar panel to charge my phone up. But I have got that tiny power bank that we reviewed a month or so ago, 6 weeks ago. That little Aferi 100 watt power bank. Like, yeah, cool. I don't know what to expect. Let's get a cuppa on the go, shall we? I've sorted out my bits, put the bags back in the car. I haven't got a kettle with me. That should be enough though. A bottle that don't want to stand up. Ooh, it's a bit on the windy side, and I didn't bring one of those things with me. That's a bit better. So let me take you and show you how we're set up. And now, I haven't laid on any of this yet. But here's my little setup. I've got a power bank there, like I said, and stuff. But it's this stuff, because these are the guys that have kindly sponsored us to do this video, Kingcamp. We can have a look at this later. And there's the plant mattress underneath it. It's a bit early to go to bed, even by my standards. So we're going to have a cup of tea and talk about plans going forward. So from here, we're going down towards a place called Austwick. As we leave here, down in I think it's East Ridings of Yorkshire, and then from there we'll be going to our sightseeing in Lincolnshire. So that'll be good. Please don't run out of gas. In doubt, shake it up. We've got a bit more gas out of it. I think I might have another one in the car, but I'll have to go and have a look. But that's tonight's dinner. And there's a reason that's tonight's dinner, because Lorna cannot stand baked beans with sausages in, and I love them. Yeah. Always have done, ever since I was a kid. I love them, so this is my chance to have my own dinner with them. Because, yeah, I used to like the ones with all the, the little burger and the egg and all that in, but they don't seem to do them anymore for some reason. And then for later on, we have a Cumberland Scotch egg, courtesy of Asda. So yeah, not sponsored. I did buy for them. Now I know there's been a few things lately that have been sent to us, and I know people don't like reviews and stuff like that. So I appreciate that completely. But as I've said once, I've said before, we only accept things that we're going to actually use. You will have by now seen the diesel heater that was sent to us, and that's been phenomenal. That's an absolute game changer, that thing, for us in that awning. It's fantastically warm. Oh, it's brilliant. And this will be a little bit of a little something for me. I'll say I actually bought the tent though. I will look the price up. It was between £20 and £25. And if you went to a festival, you'd end up leaving it there, wouldn't you? I mean, I can see around the edges. There's a few places you can slightly see through on the seams and stuff. So I wouldn't trust it in a massive downpour, but I'm guessing we'll find out later. But it's more about this other stuff. I mean, this is some quality gear. This table is fantastic. But the sun's gone in now. I'm not actually sure what the time is. I'm going to say it's about 4ish, something like that. So, Is that a bubble I just saw? Let's see if we got another one in the car. Oh, fortunately, we did have one. It's not full, but it might have a bit more in it than this. Let's give it a go. We go through quite a lot of these, so we usually end up buying loads and keeping loads in the car. So fortunately, in this case, oh, that's a bit better. Ooh. Oh, whiff of gas then. And we get this kettle done. I don't know if you guys ever watch. I quite. This is what gave me the idea. To be fair, we watch a channel called Kent Survival, and he goes off doing all different types of camping videos and stuff. You know, with different types of tents, different blow up boats and kayaks and all sorts of stuff. But he does really good videos. Really enjoy watching him. And I thought to myself, I fancy doing one of those now. Obviously, I want to do it next year properly. And if this works out all right tonight, because I know a lot of you are thinking, I ain't going to sleep in it tonight. Well, I am going to sleep in it tonight. Trust me, and I'll prove it to you later as well. Yeah, so watching him, but I want to when we go back to Scotland next year, we're going to do it slightly different than what we did on the last time we did the 11 weeks around. We're going to do it staying at some CLs this time as well as some wild camps. And then when we're at the CLs, I want to go off with my tent, because wild camping's legal in Scotland, as you know. I want to go off with my tent and, you know, do some right down by the shorelines and some in the forests and all that sort of thing. And I'm just... It's been a long time since I've been camping, long time, so just want to get back into it a little bit, and I want to, you know, see if I'm alright on my own doing it and stuff, you know. Lorna will be fine back in the van for the night. She's got the dog with her. I was going to bring Chancer, but I didn't think he'd settle for the night in the tent, you know. I think that'll do. Make sure it's not, ooh, blimey, make sure it's not too hot. Might have put a little bit too much water in there. That might need another one. I put too much milk in. That's what happens, you see. You concentrate on the camera and don't concentrate on what you're doing. Which is why I fell over earlier. You didn't get that on camera. But if you look at my trousers, I tripped over my own feet walking the gear over to here. But I'm not. I've cut out the language because it was very pleasant. That's a bit better. Well, cheers, folks. It's very quiet here. There's a road quite close by, and you normally hear the planes. You might be able to hear it just in the distance. It's very quiet here, though. And we might get treated to hearing the owl later. There's an owl who's at the site, and he flies around all over the show, so yeah. I don't think I'm going to get any problems from wild beasts or anything like that, though. But you might hear the odd car. That was a very nice cup of tea, if I do say so myself. But I'm going to give this bed a little try out. We'll do the sleeping bag a bit later, because I don't really want to get in with my dirty trousers on and stuff like that. But let's see what this is like. I need to get some more stuff out of the car yet. But I think I'm slightly sloping down, but I've got to get my pillar out of the car yet, so I know I'm laying on the top of this, but it's pretty comfortable. It's quite hard. I've got it quite firm. I like firm. I don't sleep on my back, but oh yeah, no, that is quite firm. And it's just long enough, this tent, just for one person. There is a place for me to hang my light up later. We'll get that out of the car as well. Yeah, the tent seems alright. This doesn't seem too bad at all, actually. If I get my phone like so, I can lay here and watch my phone. I might even grab a book to read. Not that I'm much of a reader, hardly at all ever, to be honest with you. Yeah, I think this will be fine. There's a few bugs in here. little black things. I don't know where you come from, but you can bugger off. I just hope it's waterproof if it tips it down in the night. Otherwise I'll have to be doing a runner back to the car. But you'll see all that anyway. While we're sitting there, yeah, that's pretty comfortable. It's not too bad at all. While we're sitting here, let's have a bit of a look at this sleeping bag. So it's fully lined. It's got lots of these toggle things. I don't actually know what they do yet until I get in it. Oh, what's that? Oh, there's a pocket here. Now let's have a read of the, change my glasses quickly. Let's have a quick read of what the sleeping bag is actually made from. I presume it's polyester. Right. Under penalty of law, this note tag not to be removed except by the consumer. Right. It's 100% polyester fibre. And its net weight is 2 pounds 5 ounces. And the cover, yeah. Well, I'm hoping this is going to be warm enough. I presume these things here, it's like a bag inside a bag, maybe? Oh yeah, look. You can pull that in. I'll do it properly later. And I presume this, if you wanted it to, I don't like those sleeping bags, right around my head like this now. And I don't think it's that cold. It's been pretty mild here today. It's certainly nice and wide though. We'll check it out more when we're in it. It's not very wide, this tent. In fact, it's a bit like being inside one of those salad coverers. Yeah, they'd do that. It was pretty sturdy. Let's have a look, see what this fly net's like then, shall we? There you go, bugs, you're already in here, but... Oh yeah, and you can fix that in with that. Not bad, but I can see little missed stitches in the seams. I'll grab the camera and I'll show you. Oh, just brought a load of leaves in with me. Now that's not what I wanted to do. But you can see, if you look up there, you can see daylight through that bit of seam there. And if you look down the bottom, same down there at the corners. And this stuff is so thin you can actually see the colour of the grass be down below it. Bear in mind this is a wide angle camera, so it probably looks bigger than it actually is, but that'll do us. So I get my pillow, I should be alright. Do I sound like I'm trying to convince myself? Because I feel like I am. Oh dear. This could be fun. this will be really handy. We've been using that a lot in the awning, and probably more than any other power bank since we've been given that one, because although it won't run anything major, it's brilliant for doing your phones. They seem to last forever. I pretty much, I think since we've had that, I think I've charged it 3 times, because it just seems to go on and on and on, because obviously your phones don't take much, you know. And yeah, we run my puffer off of it as well, which reminds me I need to grab that lead out of the car. I've got all this stuff all over the place because I'm not very organised at all. That's because I'm on my own, and I haven't got Lorna behind me saying, have you remembered that? Have you remembered that? Because I think I've forgotten everything. I didn't bring a coat. I only bought my cardigan, which is in the car. I have to go across and get that. I should be alright. If I have to, I'll sleep with my clothes on, if it's that cold, but I don't think it's going to be. Cool. Anyway, for now, I'll bring you back when it's time for tea, and we'll make our sausage and beans, and we'll talk. I might even have a little, get my gear out of the car, the pillows and everything, and I might have an afternoon nap.
1 hour later.
Oh, evening, folks. Getting a bit cold here now, and well, drops a bit. I wouldn't say cold, but it's definitely dropping, and evening's drawing in now. So I'm not quite sure what the time is. I had a bit of a doze. But I'm going to quickly do myself something to eat before I go past it and stuff. And yeah, and then we'll get in the old tent, eh? I think that will do. Stick some water in here so it don't stick. Steve's beans. Probably a bit too hot at the moment. Yeah, just a bit. Right, I'm going to scoff these down and get washed up, and we'll see you in the tent. Sounds like a pheasant to me. So if it's coming to join us. Can't hear the owl. Might be too early for him though. Cool. Right, let's get this dummy neck. That was nice. I enjoyed that. I don't get to often do that because Lorna can't stand those sausages in those things. So I was beans, but still like sausages. Although they've changed a bit, they're not like the old style little hot dog sausages, are they? They're like them sort of pretend to be real sausages. But anyway, we've washed up now, so let's get in that tent because it is getting a little bit nippy. Right, well, I've had a little bit of a tidy up out here. Let's get these boots off. We can shut these doors. Not very good zips, I've got to say. But then what do you expect for 25 quid? Might as as well do this up, save it getting wrecked. Cool. Right. Well, that's us in a little tent. I expect it's gonna get a bit dark soon, because this camera will make it look like it's really light no matter what anyway. I just hope that I don't get wet. I bought some bits with me to keep me amused. I've got my phone. I bought a book that I credit with saving my life many, many years ago. And I bought a TV Weekly thing. And we got plenty of leads by the look of things. I just grabbed a handful of everything because I didn't really know what, and I bought me headphones so that I can listen to the YouTube, because I could indulge one of my other what have I done with that then? One of my other things that I like to do and don't do often, which is watching YouTube shorts. But I've seemed to have packed away and not got my puffer out, so let's find that. I even bought me slippers so I can keep my feet warm. This sleeping bag's very slippery. Oh, I am such an old man. It's untrue. Well, that'll do us. It's definitely warmer in here than it is out there, so hopefully we'll be all good. Might have to double the pillow up though. Yeah, that'll do for later. That's a bit low for me, I don't know about you, but I definitely cannot sleep with one pillow. And I know it's the right way to do it and all that stuff, but... Right. A little bit cold. I wouldn't have said it was condensation, but as long as it keeps the rain out is all I care, because if it rains I will be running for the car and making my way home if it comes in, you know. But I say we won't have lost nothing. Right, I'll catch up with you guys a bit later on. Evening, folks. Well, what can I tell you? It's 20 past 8, and for those of you that don't believe me, there it is on the clock. Did that come up? Yeah. 20 past 8. It's a bit early for going to sleep, but I climbed in the sleeping bag about 10 minutes ago. And so far, I mean, I wouldn't say it's really cold, it's really damp out though. And we're expecting this rain after midnight, so sorry about the light. I've got like let's see if we can change that. I've got an orange light on in here. Oh, I don't know if the lens might have missed it up a bit. I think it has. It is very damp. Let's have a look and see what we can do with that. But I'm not cold. I took my jumper off. I'm not cold. It's just damp, so there'll be a bit of moisture in the air. But I've got my phone. I ain't got much of a signal, but it keeps breaking up a little bit. But yeah, but you can tell how quickly that's misting over on that lens. That just it is quite damp. But in here, yeah, it feels comfortable. This sleeping bag. Get my Scotch egg out there. Don't want to get it all hot and crushed, do we? I say I'm not one for pulling these things around my head, so I don't know. But I tell you what, one thing that is good about it is it feels like it's got plenty of room. It's not one of them sleeping bags that's kind of claustrophobic-y, so. But the only thing that I would say is that I don't like about the sleeping bag is the fact that the zip is on the other side. It's on my left, which if we were using it with how I normally sleep on a bed, that would be absolutely fine because I'd be getting out that side. But for this in here, it's a bit of a pain because it's the wrong side. But I could have changed it, but then I always lay this way. So yeah, other than that, no, feels comfortable, doesn't feel cold. Just give that a quick clean. Doesn't feel cold, and yeah, all good. We've heard loads of planes going over tonight, so I'm not really sure what's going on. They sounded military to me, but I don't know if there's some big exercise going on or something. But maybe they wouldn't sound so loud if I was inside a house, but in here they sounded deafening. But yeah, it's all good. And this tent ain't too bad, to be fair. It's got a bit of room, you know. I've got an arm's length out that way towards the door. My feet are at the bottom touching that side, and my head is very close to this, so if it does leak I am going to get wet. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. And the other thing is, I bought the table in because I didn't want it standing out there, and because it folds in half, if I can show you, it makes I'm up sort of upside. Fold it in half, you can use it as a table when it's in here as well. So, oh, sorry. So yeah, pretty good. I'm impressed. But I'll give you my final thoughts on it all in the morning. I'm going to go back to watching some more YouTube, and yeah, I'll catch up with you. Because no doubt I'll be waking up 2 or 3 times. I heard the owl earlier, but he hasn't come back. So, but yeah, it's pretty dark out there. But we should be alright. I'll see you in a while. Well, let's put some lights on in here. As you can hear, the rain has started. I can't find the light switch. Oh, there it is. We just have some orange light. Oh dear. I've just been binge watching YouTube for hours now. It's now 22:11 and the rain has started. Looking around, I can't see any drips. It was quite heavy a minute ago, but seems to have eased off a little bit. And I think these trees are giving us a little bit of shelter. So let's talk sleeping bag. I'll give you my final thoughts in the morning, but I've got to say I have not been cold at all. In fact, I would say that from here down I am absolutely toasty warm, a bit like being in my duvet. So far it gets a thumbs up from me. A couple of things I have realised is, even with my pillow doubled over, not enough for me. I like to have my head up here like this, and it's just too flat for me, so I'm finding this is a bit uncomfortable. I'm having to sort of while I'm watching the TV, I'm having to prop myself up a bit. So, but that's my fault for not bringing enough cushions. Other than that, I'm pretty impressed. I'm obviously this stuff is you know, a good quality make. It's not a company I'd ever heard of before, but it is a company that we were fortunate enough that answered my plea. And yeah, I'm really impressed. This bottom bed, I thought I'd put a little bit too much air in it, but I've actually been pretty comfortable. I feel it's pretty, like, it's sturdy, you know. It's like, it's harder than my bed, so I could let some air out of it, but I kind of got used to it being this hard now, and it feels kind of good, to be truthful. But the thing I'm quite impressed by is this little tent actually as well. You know, for next to no money, and so far the heavy rain isn't here yet. It's after midnight, and then tomorrow we're getting into 40-mile-an-hour winds, but I will have packed up by then, hopefully. It still feels, you can hear it. Yeah, I think that's where it blows off the trees. It seems like for the little money that I paid for it, it's not a bad little tent. And I'm quite enjoying this. It's something different and stuff. I think Lorna was right when she said the dog wouldn't have settled in here. It's too small for me and the dog and stuff. So yeah, but we shall carry on with our evening. I'm not ready for sleep yet, so, and it's quite noisy with this with this rain. I might have to stick me headphone thing on. One of the speakers is still working, so we'll chuck them on. Carry on watching a bit more YouTube, and yeah, we'll come back to you a bit later on. So, from me, see you a bit later. Oh, this light's really bright when you put it on. Get rid of it. Go. Morning, folks. Well, it appears what I thought was condensation. I'm going to hold this up and see if you can see it or not. Just see it all right up above me here. It's dripping off this light. I don't think it is condensation. I think that's rain. I don't know. Can you see it up there? All this is all wet, and then occasionally it just runs down this. Look, just if you look at the light bulb, look. It's going to rain for the next 2 or 3 hours. Oh, nightmare. I'm still toasty warm in my sleeping bag though. I don't know what to do now. Oh dear, 2:30 in the morning. There we go. I don't know if you caught that or not. It could be condensation, I can't tell. It's a weird material, this. I mean, it is from China. Do they not have rain in China? I don't know. Seems a shame to cut my my evening short. I mean, the car's only 50, 60 yards away. There it goes again. Surely that's condensation, isn't it? Yeah, we'll see what happens. Get back to you later. I'll decide in a minute. Good morning. Well, we wanted a proper test, and we definitely got a proper test of the tent, which I have to say has failed completely. But let's talk about the sleeping bag. This is absolutely bone dry inside, yet it's absolutely soaked on the outside. Yeah. Now, I still don't know if it's condensation or rain. I think it's rain. I don't know though. That's on the outside. But whatever's happened, something's been coming through. So, yeah. So I'll give it a 10 out of 10 for keeping me dry inside the actual bag. Yeah, it's beautiful and warm. This sleeping bag. So my final verdict would be that the kingcamp stuff is brilliant. Actually, I did eventually manage to get to sleep properly. I've been very comfortable. And yeah, and dry inside and very, very toasty warm. I was not cold at any point at all. So yeah, so thank you kingcamp for supplying us with this gear and allowing me to try this out. As for the tent, yeah, you get what you pay for, don't you? Might be handy as a little storage tent maybe, but I think I'm gonna have to buy a decent or better one, to be honest with you, for the idea. But we got time to do that. We got time to do that. So yeah, cool. Everything in here looks a little bit wet, so I'm gonna get myself up anyway. Get this lot packed away, because apparently we got high winds coming in, and I definitely wouldn't trust this tent in high winds. So, right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Can still take flight, although you're earthbound.